Hello. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday and happy August and first Wednesday of the month, which means you have me today. If you are new here, I am go by Coach Kayla. I am a registered dietitian as well as an online or as a certified personal trainer and run coach. And today we're going to be talking about summer eating, but particularly talking about August produce. And I chose a specific produce to focus on today to kind of or to focus on, which is zucchini and squash, because those are coming into season. So I wanted to focus on that, talking about that today. Before we get started, just some housekeeping type of things. We do want to say thank you very much for Piedmont Farm Animal Refugee for sponsoring this month's virtual live talks, which allows me to have the opportunity to speak to all of you in the VegFest live community. So thank you so much for sponsoring us, and also Virtual VegFest for allowing me this opportunity. Also, make sure to go to virtualvegfest.com to enter contest and to win some really awesome prizes. So if you're, interested in eating vegan or interested in, a lot of the sponsors that we have and those sort of things, definitely check that out. So check that out. And I think that's it for housekeeping stuff. Okay. So who do we have live? If you are live with me, if you could just comment hi, say hi. I want to know if you're on, if you're here with us, let me know and we will jump into it and get started. So summer eating. So my last video was in July, and we talked about summer eating. So I wanted to just do, as I said, a part 2 of that. So let's talk about, what is, so we talked, let's back up. If you didn't see my last video, well, hopefully you'll go back and watch that last video that I did. But we talked about eating in season and how this can be, can be good nutritionally. It can also be good for the economy. It can also be helpful as well for our wallets. So there's a lot of great benefits of eating seasonally, and especially usually during the summer times, right? Especially if we live in the north, depending on where you live, right? We may not always have an abundance of produce that's available in season. So it does go by where you're located. Some of the foods that I'm going to throw out at you, like we're going to just talk about what's in season for August. That could be a little bit different for you because it is a little bit different for wherever you are, located in the United States. But just some foods that I'll throw out here that are in season right now. Lettuce is still in season. That has been in season, but that grows all season long. So that, of course. Beets, berries are still in season as well. Broccoli, cabbage, cantaloupe, carrots. Collard greens, you may see green beans, cherries. Melons, mushrooms, parsley, peaches. Peaches is a big one this time of year as well. Potatoes, those are often available. Our peas and our summer squash and zucchini. So summer squash and zucchini are both available around now. I am located in New York. I should have prefaced that. Sorry. So this is the list that I'm getting to, but getting from seasonal foods. But you can go to seasonalfoodguide.org, find your state and the month, and find what's in season. Or you can just check out your local farmer's market. But it's a good idea to kind of know what's available either at the farmer's market or what's in season to develop your your meals around what's available, what you can get. So let's talk about, more about zucchini and the nutrition benefits of zucchini and squash. So zucchini is a type of squash. As I said, there's summer squash, there's zucchini, there's winter squash, there's all different types of squashes. And squashes are vegetables, but botanically they grow as fruits. So you may have heard, or if you have any kids, right, they are taught in science classes because botanically, by the way it grows, it is actually a fruit, just like tomatoes, we now say you may have heard are also fruit. So any vegetable that grows with seeds is botanically a fruit because it's the way it's grown. It's the fruit of the plant. But when it comes to nutrition, we count these foods as a vegetable. And that's because of the nutrient content and the way we eat it. So we do count zucchini and squash as a vegetable. What are the nutrients that are high in zucchini and squash? Well, vitamin A, magnesium, vitamin C, potassium. These are all vitamins and nutrients that are in our zucchini and squash. So vitamin A is important for our eyesight. We mostly think of high vitamin A foods as those that are orange vegetables, orange produce, but zucchini does have some. And then we have magnesium, which we know is an electrolyte, as well as potassium. And then we also have our vitamin C, which is good for our immune system, healing our cuts, our bruises, all of that stuff. Something to note as well with the vitamin A piece is specifically that when it's cooked, it may have less vitamin A in it. So that's good to know. Because I do get lots of questions about, cooking vegetables, losing the nutrients. I don't want people to really get hung up on that, because if you don't eat them raw and you're like, or you don't like them raw, say you don't like them raw, like to eat vegetables raw, but then you're concerned about leaking all the nutrients, and you're like, well, what's the point of eating vegetables? Still include those vegetables, include them. Don't worry about how much is leaked out. Yes, certain cooking techniques can differ, but it's always one thing for the other, right? If we grill, we're not cooking it in water, so we're less to lose less nutrients, but then we have carcinogens, right, from the grilling. So it's sometimes, picking which is what. But preference is also very important. It's very important to consider the preference of how you like your foods as well, and how you like them cooked. If you like to eat them raw, if you like to eat them cooked, all of that. Other health benefits or nutritional benefits of zucchini and squash: they're high in antioxidants, high in fiber, and they may also lower your blood sugar, and also helpful for heart health. So tons and tons of amazing benefits of getting zucchini and squash. So how can we prepare these foods, right? What can we do with zucchini and squash? If you get a zucchini in your garden, grow it in your garden, or go to the farmer's market and get a zucchini or summer squash, what do we do with it? You can make zoodles. If no one's have zoodles, that's really fun. You do need to have a kitchen tool that's called a spiralizer, I believe. Yeah, spiralizer. And you can use that to create zoodles, basically making zoodles out of zucchini. You could add your favorite sauce as, plant-based butter, whatever you like, garlic. And there you go. So there's zoodles. You can make a raw salad. I believe I've done one with just a light dressing, olive oil, some spices, onion, that sort of thing. And it's actually zucchini and squash. If you haven't had it raw, it is, try it too. That's another thing too. If you're like, oh, I don't really like this cooked or raw. If you never really had it, or you're kind of just like, I don't know if I like that, give it a try. You never know. You can always say you make a raw salad and you don't like it raw. You can always still cook it, right? So try it. There's nothing wrong with giving it a try. You could also saute, you could also grill, you could also make like a stew, like a ratatouille. I did this the other day, and I put it in a pan. I cut up zucchini. I also added eggplant, and I added red sauce. And I baked it in the oven, and there you go. You could also add zucchini to breads and muffins. And there's lots of vegan recipes. If you go online, I'm sure you can find a vegan zucchini bread or muffin recipe. Yeah, so what else? Does anyone else have any ideas of what we could do with zucchini or squash? That's just some ideas. But of course, if anybody has any other ideas, feel free to put them in the comments. Let's see. Other than that, that's all I really have for you guys today. Of course, if you guys have any questions about nutrition, vegan when it relates to nutrition or food, any of that stuff, as a dietitian, I can certainly help you. So, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me at kaylaslaterrd@gmail.com. I also have a Facebook group if you want to join that Facebook group. It is mostly for vegan runners, but you're welcome to join even if you're active as well. So the Plant-Based Performance Running Community group is what that's called. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you so much for joining. And I will see you guys back here next month in September. Can't believe it's almost fall and summer is over. But I will see you in the fall. Bye.